And I think the first one I want to start with is obviously my favorite topic to talk about is Lindsey Graham and him blasting the NBC's Kristen Welker about Israel. Roll clip 4.
Historians would say, why is it okay for Reagan to do it and not President Biden? But let me ask you about
why
big
is it okay?
deal.
Well, can I say this? Why is it okay for America to drop 2 nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki to end their existential threat war? Why was it okay for us to do that? I thought it was okay. To Israel, do whatever you have to do to survive as a Jewish state.
Senator, again, military officials say
Whatever
the technology has changed. But let me ask you about how all
these
of this
military
could
officials
impact.
that you're talking about
Let me ask you
are
something.
full of crap.
Every now and again, Lindsey Graham get a fire in his butt and start really saying some stuff that I think is good and powerful. I think that Israel should be able to do whatever they need to do to eliminate this existential threat to them existing as a Jewish state. If Palestine and Gazans were attempting to be peaceful with Israel, and Israel was retaliating in this way, I would be the one to say Israel needs to back off. They listen to me. They still have hostages. That's enough said. Well, think about this. They committed a terrorist attack against Israel, held hostages. What is their end goal? What's their end goal? If just say Israel ceasefire. What is their end goal? They're not negotiating that if Israel stops, they'll get back the hostages. That's not a negotiation. They haven't agreed to that. So if Israel stops, what are they going to do? They're not going to get the hostages back. So what are they going to do? Somebody explain this to me. What are they going to do? What reason did they go into Israel in the first place? Come on, somebody, raise your hand. Don't be scared. What reason did Hamas go into Israel and start killing people for in the first place? They are instigating a civil war. When I say civil war, a war to eliminate the Jews. This was strike one. They were hoping, and what somebody told me is that Iran and some of these other nations were involved in this, and they were going to strike Israel at the same time. But Hamas got greedy and started killing innocent people at that carnival, and it set the alarm off to the Israeli government and the military. And therefore they realized, oh crap, we're getting attacked. What Hamas was supposed to do, according to what another source said, or a person that I know said that lives in Israel, is that they were supposed to go into the military bases and attack the military personnel. And then they would get attacked from the north and probably also from the east. And therefore, Israel would have been overwhelmed and taken over. But when Hamas came into Israel and started killing innocent people, and the IDF and Israeli government found out about it, the other countries backed out. They didn't pursue. So Hamas was the only one that ended up pursuing. They blew it for all other countries that were going to attack Israel, and then they had to retreat at some point. So essentially, they tried to effectively eliminate the state of Israel, killing, raping, imprisoning, beheading every Jew they could, pushing them from the river, which is the Jordan River, to the Mediterranean Sea. That's the objective. That's the religious objective. That is Hamas's objective. And if they could, they would. They can't, so they ain't. And I don't want to hear nobody say it again about what Israel is doing. If your kids are under rubble, maybe, just maybe, one day they'll learn they should never, ever, ever attempt something like this again unless they want the next generation to be under rubble. Period.